Dark Souls can be a hostile environment for new players, so here's my top tips for new Dark Souls 3 players. Number 1 is the Estus and Ashen Flasks. At the beginning of the game you'll receive both flasks. The Estus flask refills health, the Ashen flask refills FP, which is used for skills and spell use. Andre of Astora at the Firelink Shrine can set how many of your total flask use for each flask. Because they both draw from the same pool of uses, if you plan to be melee only, carry mostly Estus flasks. If you plan to be a spellcaster, carry a few more Ashen flasks. Number 2, always carry a bow. Bows are a useful tool. They can be aimed first person. This allows you to use it to its fullest potential. Bows can pull enemies one by one from a distance, allowing you to fight them one-on-one instead of a group. You can also pick tough enemies off from a distance, such as this dragon on Lothric's High Wall. A very important and versatile tool. Number 3 is mimics. These sneaky buttholes have been killing people since day one. Don't fall prey to them. Examine the chain on the side of the chest before you open. If it's completely connected, you're fine. If it's not, it's a mimic. Always strike the chest once to be sure. Safety first. Also, when fighting a mimic, be sure to dodge towards it or behind it, and avoid its grab move, because it's certain death. Number 4 is Gentle Prayer. Everyone has been here before, out of healing items and gravely injured. There's a way to overcome this. If you have enough FP and a chime that skill is Gentle Prayer, and the weapon requirements to use the chime, it will cast Gentle Prayer. This will heal you slowly over time, as long as the chime remains in your hand. To supplement this effect, later in the game you will find the Sun Princess Ring, which gradually heals you as long as it is equipped. A perfect way to heal if the coast is clear. I personally recommend the Priest's Chime because it has the lowest faith requirement out of all the chimes. Here's the healing done in real time with both the ring and Gentle Prayer active. Number 5 is the Silver Cat Ring. Falling to your death is always a possibility, but with this ring it can sometimes be avoided. Later in the game, help Cirrus kill Crichton Nearthil. She will reward you with the ring. Falling with it equipped from certain heights will allow you to land without taking any damage, which I find to be pretty handy. Observe. Number 6 is Poise, Stamina, and Equipment Load. These 3 stats are very important. Stamina determines how much you can run, dodge, attack, block, and cast. The amount you possess can mean the difference between life and death. Stamina is governed by the endurance stat. Poise affects the ability for an enemy to stagger you with an attack. This means you can attack and cast without being interrupted. Very important for PvP. This stat relies on your armor. Equipment load determines how much gear, weight-wise, you can carry. The more heavy your equipment, the slower you will roll and dodge. This could result in your untimely death. Keep your equipment load percentage between 30 to 70%. Any heavier and you will do a fatty roll, covering less distance, and stamina will regenerate slower. I recommend finding the appropriate rings to raise these stats, as well as using experience points or souls to raise these stats. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching this crap. Comment below for any other things that you could think of that might help some new players. We'll see you, bye.